It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Midday Show.
Midday Show.
What do they call the morning show? The breakfast show?
Yes.
What's the matter with me?
The breakfast show. I don't know. What's the matter with you?
There's a lot of things going on. That's what's the matter with me.
You know, think back when we got that phone call over 3 weeks ago.
I know.
A blink of an eye to think that we've been doing the morning show for 3 weeks.
I know. Had fun?
I had so much fun. And as I've been told, I am not a morning person. But you know what? There's kind of something really nice about getting up early, before the sun comes up, seeing the sunrise as you're coming to work, and getting on air and sharing a message and having some fun at 9 o'clock in the morning.
It's pretty cool.
But 3 weeks.
It's
unbelievable.
Cool. Now, what I'm excited about is that we've opened the door and we have businesses coming in here and we're putting material up and content and messages and everything else for the last at least a week on a consistent basis. People come in and say, "Hey, Freddie, how you doing? Happy birthday. Oh, come here. I want you to do a show." Right?
And that's how business is growing. We're coming out with a new promotion, actually, a new promo piece, I shouldn't say promotion, on how you can get connected with the Brooklyn Cafe show or your own show as things are being shut down a little bit, only essentials, media is still essentially to air, but maybe you don't want to get out on the road. So we're sending out directions. What'd you forget? Your phone.
Somebody get me an Ethernet wire.
So we're sending out directions on how to plug into a router. We're going to show you what a router actually is. So when we say plug in, you go, I got Wi-Fi, you actually need to plug in. So we're sending that out. Our animator is working on that from home. We've got people working on flyers from home. Just like every business, we've got a few essentials here with us. And then we've got our other essentials essentially working at home.
Essentially?
I don't like the word essential because you know what? Every single one of our crew is essential to what we do. But they can essentially do some of it from home.
No, it's funny because there's something that's coming down with non-essential businesses.
So I'm saying, isn't everything essential?
But that makes you feel like I don't count.
That you don't count.
I got home, I was all dejected. I said, "What do you mean non-essential? Of course, everything."
You were upset this morning when someone said that.
I was lit up. They even came down here to explain themselves. I didn't ask them to come here. I am essential. I bring news. I bring content. I bring humor. I could tell you things. Did you know they say that pets are not affected by the virus? False. There is now the second case. Okay, so it's bad news. All right. You want good news?
Yeah.
I can give you good news.
I'm waiting.
This morning they came out with 2 relative ways of it making a difference. I'm not going to say cure, making a difference. And these 2 drugs are already being used in our country for
malaria,
right,
and HIV. I saw 2 separate reports, one for malaria, one for HIV.
The malaria one is the one I'm talking about. The HIV is even more in the gray zone. But the one for malaria, they've been using it. But nobody said anything. And the doctor this morning said, when the president said, zoom it through, and the doctor said, what do you zoom it through? It's already through. Use it.
Well, I think they probably have to get now insurance companies to pay for it or big pharma to release it. It's so much politics going on. In my world of unicorns and rainbows, there is actually another side that I do think about, but I will not share it on air because then it wouldn't be unicorns and rainbows and joyfulness.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What we have come down to is unicorn
hope
and
and coincidental things.
Coincidental.
Speaking of coincidental things, Steve-O, if you're watching, we send you and your wife all of our blessings and hope that she has a very speedy and easy recovery.
Yes. Let us know how that's working out. Okay.
And Linda Summers, you as well. So join our conversation. We had a virtual birthday party here for Freddie yesterday. A lot of phone calls, a lot of VMix, a lot of people sending their well wishes. Unfortunately, we saw people, their well wishes, that they were ill, and we did not know. So Linda Summers,
did not know.
We send our best to you. Also, give us a call, 888-994-4995. And before we went on today, we did our morning show.
Yeah.
We've got our crew working on some pieces for Pam Polani because she came in this week. 2 hours of filming, editing clips on why you need estate planning and some of the things you need, even to protect your pets, to protect so many things. So you'll be seeing that. It's just another way to use our platform to grow your business in times when you think you can't do anything, but you can, and we can help you. So give us a call, 888-994-4995. And then we went from that show to setting up for a 3 o'clock love show. And in the middle of all of that,
yes.
you did a separate show
We did 2 separate shows.
with your CBD store.
That was the second
now,
one. What was
it's
the
not
first
called
one?
Freddie's CBD store.
Hold on a second.
We did 2020 Vision.
Boy, I left the sign behind us up, and she still...
Yeah, why is that up, by the way?
I want it up because I want people to see 2020 Vision did better than us.
Well, because they have more to say. That you know why?
I know why.
Why?
Because they sent a message to the millennial
Exactly.
circuit. Because the millennial circuit got to get hip to the program.
Yep.
And the news is going to put negative stuff out there. So if you want to be a knucklehead and say, I don't care if I'm going to sneeze all over you and make you sick, they're going to put that on the air. And that isn't the way it should be, nor is it the way a lot of millennials think. And we had our crew come out here and they delivered the message. And you know something, their numbers were outstanding.
They have a platform and they have a message, and they would be more than happy to share in your message as well. If you message us or call in and leave a message for Teddy or Slick, because those are our essentials that are here in our studio. When they go on again, hopefully Monday, they'll be able to share that message as well.
That's right.
And you can call in and talk to them also.
And then we had a surprise piece. I asked your CBD store to come in here and put
It's
something
not my
together.
CBD store.
It is yours.
It's
It's
not
all
yours.
of ours.
So people say, I said that to someone and they said, you have a CBD store?
Yes.
No, I don't. They
Yes.
said, you mean my CBD
Yes.
store? I said, your
No.
CBD store.
See, that's not the delivery.
It's not Freddie's CBD
Yes,
store.
it is. Absolutely.
It's my CBD
I go, as a
store.
matter of fact, why don't you call my what difference does it make? It
It's
could be
your
mine, it could be yours.
Because it's your CBD
That's
store.
right. It's your CBD. So I says, here. And when they get there, they're going to say, holy smokes, this is your CBD. It's like, who's on first?
With us, you never know. By the end of, on Fridays, you never know what it is. And this on top of everything else, it may as well be Friday the 13th.
It was.
It was last week.
It was.
How'd that show go?
They went on there and we just kicked it. And they went there for the first 30 seconds. They sort of look at each other and then they went. And magic happened. You guys are really, really good. I got to admit, I was shocked. It went smoothly. And I'm going to tell you a secret. Something that I have never done in the 12 years that I've done this. I put you guys on an unannounced page. It started out on an unannounced page because I wanted to see what would happen. And then I shared it out all over the place. And everybody started texting in. You remember Tim Reaver?
Yeah.
Who's Tim Reaver?
He's a buddy of yours.
Yeah, well, what does Tim Reaver do?
I heard.
Legends Radio is the manager of Legends Radio. He came on there. He said, hey, Freddie, this is interesting. Okay?
Thanks,
I
Slick. You
had
just put it here.
people from Puerto Rico texting in. I hope everything is okay, yada, yada, yada. Everywhere. Everybody was talking, and I loved the byline you gave me about knowledge. I just hope I spelled it right.
Knowledge. Knowledge.
Okay, too late. It already went.
Like millennials,
Okay,
not millennials.
yes. Well. But if you read it and it's wrong, you know you read it, right?
If you read it as wrong, you know Freddie wrote it, which makes it even cuter.
And I'm hoping that the phones do ring off the hook because, yes, we did the 10-day challenge. And I did crack this elbow. And I'm going to tell you, I stopped using it after the 10 days on the elbow to see what would happen. And it still feels great, but I went right back to it because it's anti-inflammatory. Whatever it is that's in that cream removes the inflammation. I'm not saying that it cures anything, but all of a sudden my hands don't hurt as much at all. My elbow, I couldn't pick up the dad bag.
The dad bag.
I couldn't pick it up with this with this because it hurt.
Just
I
wash
cracked
your
this
hands
elbow.
first, Brady, please.
But everything came out fantastic. And I want to ask you guys, you have new things on the horizon, yes?
We do. On our shelves Saturday will be the new CBG raw hemp. So.
And what is that?
Well,
What
it's
is
the
raw hemp?
flower.
It's a regular flower.
Well, no, it's.
What's it look
it's-
like? Does it look like it's like the ball that you see that people are harvesting?
No, it looks just like marijuana.
It's a leaf.
It's a bud.
Okay.
It looks,
It looks, smells.
Like
You
marijuana.
You couldn't tell the difference unless you knew it was just CBD.
So how do you know you're
Oh.
not getting marijuana?
Well,
Lab report.
Okay. Now, can you smoke it?
yes,
You
people
can.
do.
However, for those who are not familiar with smoking it, You can also sprig it on your salad. You can bake
You can
with
eat
it.
it.
Oh, yeah, you can eat
yeah.
it.
You mean you can make brownies?
Absolutely.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Absolutely.
And what's the taste like?
I haven't tasted it
No,
yet.
I haven't either because we've been going through some rigorous testing, the company has, and we were unable to find something that would test the same all the time. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it tested too
Consistency,
high.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the consistency, very good, thank you. The consistency just wasn't there. So now they've been investigating and prodding and doing this and doing that, and now they finally got hooked up with the right people, I guess you would say, to where the testing is where it needs to be, because that's a big no-no as far as the industry goes, as far as the FDA goes.
Right.
You know, you better be able to substantiate the fact that it's not going to get you high.
Right, and it's all, your CBD store is all about consistency and transparency.
That's
You
what I
know.
love so much about you guys. We've got Jerry and Jean Cortese.
Cortese. Close enough.
Your CBD store. You own 4 brick and mortar CBD locations in our vicinity, from
Yes.
Singer Island down to Pembroke Pines.
Correct.
Yes.
But your ideas and your products are always changing, but they're authentic and they belong only to you. You don't bring in other products, other companies. These are strictly through your CBD store.
Correct.
And what I'm finding fascinating about the flower is I'm always learning something from them, because I wasn't in on the production of the last show. To me, I thought when you had the hemp plant, it would get stripped down of the THC. But from what you're telling me, this bud is not stripped. This is the bud off the plant of the hemp, and it is still at 0.035 or what
Correct.
of no THC. So you're not stripping it. Now, this is all the properties of hemp with no THC in the bud, correct?
Well, it's 0.3 or less.
Okay.
So which is the legal limit, and
So
that's
you're not
the reason.
stripping anything. This is what's existing in this plant.
Right, and
That's
that's why
amazing.
the company chose to go with the CBG flower instead of CBD, because there isn't a way, you can't regulate, we haven't found a way to regulate the CBD flower.
So what is CBG?
CBG is another one of the cannabinoids that has some great benefits that
It helps you sleep, that much I know.
Wow.
I'm trying to stay compliant here.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That's what they've said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, there is a number of different things that it can do. It depends on your
helps with-
body.
For
They say
sure.
it helps with appetite,
Exactly.
for-
Now, what is good
Increase
for,
or decrease?
increase.
well, what's good for
And
one might not
Any of them
be.
real pot smokers out there know what the munchies are, so.
Okay.
What's good for one person isn't always the same for another.
True.
So
Right.
nobody can say it's going to cure anything.
No.
Because
We don't.
everybody's different.
We're not
See, the-
talking cures at all.
No.
Help.
Well, and we can't even,
You can't say that either.
Can't
because
say that
we,
either.
a couple months ago, there were about 5 or 6 CBD companies that were targeted by the FDA because they were making health claims and they were saying things that hadn't been proven. So SunMed, our parent company, had to actually hire a company to come in and scrub all of our 650 Facebook pages, all of our Google reviews, all of our signage. Everything had to be corrected. So if we stop and think about 5 or 6 companies that they targeted out of the thousands of CBD companies that are out there right now, what does that tell you? I mean, we are the largest brick and mortar CBD retailer in the world right now, so it makes sense that we would be in that 5 or 6. But, when you see a lot of other CBD companies that say that it relieves, it helps, they can say anxiety, they can, point out diseases, things like that, that we aren't permitted to do because the FDA is watching us. They are
Well, and
breathing down our necks.
it hasn't been clarified yet.
Correct.
Because
Right.
not even the financial system with CBD is clarified yet, because they don't know yet what to do with it.
Right.
But they know that it does work. They just don't want it. They don't want to say behind it works, and then if it doesn't, something goes wrong. You grow another ear or something. I get it. But the bottom line is that if people try it, it's still legal to try.
Oh, yes.
and it's still legal to pay for it. That's what I heard. And if it works for me and doesn't work for you, it doesn't make it a bad thing for either one of us. It's something that worked for me and maybe it didn't work for you because
I'm
you're very
fascinated by the
sensitive.
flower, and let me tell you why.
The flower? Why?
The bud, the flower. Because people like me who are sensitive, and we've talked about it this morning all day, to any environmental something. It can be an oil, it can be a fragrance, it can be the chemicals that we're using spraying this place down. If you've got something raw that's not processed,
Right.
that comes from the plant, then you truly know if you can tolerate the CBD or the CBG. Because sometimes things upset my stomach, and they do. And who even knows what it is, but if you're just dealing with the raw, then you've got another opportunity to try a product without it being manipulated and
Well-
really see the benefits of it.
But I want to ask you,
Now, I've never smoked, I wouldn't know what to do. It would
But
be a
is
whole new
it?
thing.
But is the problem? And I wanted to touch a little base on this. Is the problem is the delivery into your system, like vaping, cigarettes, smoking it, vaping it, rubbing it on, taking it on droplets, taking it as a pill. These different methods of taking the CBD in, does that make a difference? I mean, you may be sensitive to swallowing it, but not rubbing it on your skin.
What do you,
Well, we have different receptors in our bodies and on our skins.
where is
so,
the,
you know,
your thing you brought in, your endo person?
I'm gonna get Endo, he's
Yeah.
right out there.
Yeah, let's get Endo. Let's bring Endo in. Well, she's going to share with us.
Why don't we take a commercial, so I can go and blow my nose?
Okay, tell us about the receptors. You go do your thing, and she's going to tell us
Yes.
her thing, and then we'll take a break.
So we have receptors on our skin, we have them in our bodies. You know, there are different ways to deliver. You know, so like you said that you were sensitive, like the oil. But then did you try the water soluble or?
Yep, couldn't use that either.
No, that's crazy.
So, but now I'm thinking the flour is a great option.
And you can sprinkle it on your salad. Like, who would have thought I could just sprinkle it on my salad? You can bake with it. Put it in your tea. You know, so there you go again. We're giving people different options. It's all about adapting to their day-to-day life. What is easy for them? Is it easier for them just to drop it under their tongue, mix it with a drink, sprinkle it on their salad, you know, or, you know, inhaling it with the vapes or
Interesting.
capsules? So the company has really gone above and beyond to try to adapt to everybody's lifestyles and just give everybody an option. You know, all of the CBD and all of them are the same.
Interesting. Give us a call. We're going to go to commercial break. 888-994-4995. I want to show everyone this endocannabinoid system banner that they just brought in. Freddie's going to show everyone what an Ethernet cord looks like, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Let us know your comments. If you have any questions, your CBD store in the house, and we will be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams, and oil drops to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Don't worry, we'll have
We'll
the
take
kids
care of
bring
it.
it over.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. I don't even know where my camera is over here. Brooklyn Cafe Show on a fun Friday. Actually, I just realized one of our guests that was going to come on today, she is an older age, so she is sheltering in place, and we're going to bring Goldie Wynn on another day as an author. Sure. Today we have Your CBD Store on, and we're talking about essential places that are closing. We just ordered in pizza for the crew, and they were an hour and a half to deliver. So it is working. Delivery and takeout businesses are working. So Slick. He picked up 2 pies from Manhattan Joe's, and they was ready in 15 minutes. There is food. Everything is available. You cannot eat out, but takeout, they couldn't have been nicer. They said, thank you for understanding our new normal and adapting to it, where it'll be ready in 20 minutes.
Is that what they said?
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you for understanding and being patient. We're trying to adjust like everybody else.
That's okay.
They could not have been nicer. So Manhattan Joe's, the one we called, was right on 20th Street, 22nd Avenue between Glades and 20th.
Good friend of the show.
And we've got your seat. You want to talk about this?
I'm going to talk about this, so give the kids a chance to turn that camera towards Mr.
Brady, can you come move this camera so we can see your endocannabinoid system? Maybe Slick can help you.
So we're going to go from them to there so we can see it, and then you stand over there. And that way
They
you
can explain what the
you can
endocannabinoid
come
is.
around.
There you go.
Yeah, come around the camera. There you go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I have in my hand could be a lifeline support system. This is an Ethernet. And an Ethernet cord goes into your box at your house where you have your wires coming out so you can see your television, your radio, sometimes your phone system, all of that is set up.
Get up and
And this particular link will allow you to do many magical things. Now, a lot of people think that Wi-Fi is the only way to go. Wi-Fi is good if you're going to be doing a small
I don't think people
application.
understand. When you say you need Wi-Fi, you need Ethernet, it's not like you can
Okay.
walk into your local coffee store and turn on your computer to get a clear feed. It'll be choppy.
You can actually go to Starbucks or whoever.
And plug in?
No, and use their Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi gives you a pass, and it says, listen, use the Wi-Fi, and you're on the internet, okay? Which is great, but it isn't fast enough to do video. Video component for platforms, so that you're not a broken up, doll. It uses this little baby, which is an Ethernet,
And tell me where
everybody
that
has
gets
one.
plugged into.
This goes into your computer and into your router at your house.
Where's your router? Where would people find that?
It is the black box that they hang in your house where there's a wire coming out of it for your televisions. And there are ports in there. Sometimes there's 6 ports, 8 ports, it depends on the box that you have. Because of this, into your computer, we will give you a code that you can come in and do anything you want. You could do your shows, you could do your business, you could talk to people. Now, people say Zoom. Zoom is great when you're having, people to talk to, but Zoom won't work on a production because the speed has to be hot, has to be high. And if you want to put it on the radio station, that frequency has to be even higher. So the object of the game is if you get one of these bad boys, you'll be able to come into our platform, and then we take it from there. That's all you got to do.
All you got to
Turn on
do.
your machine.
Go to Amazon, because Amazon is delivering. I guess Amazon has been deemed an essential, because I have not seen anything
I
not.
haven't seen anything either.
Go and you get an Ethernet cable, whatever it is, and then find out where your cable carrier has linked your house into your router. It's usually a black box. It'll say Comcast, it'll say Netgear, it'll say something. And on the back of that box, you'll see a wire coming from the wall into it, and then there'll be another port where you can
Different ports,
plug
yeah.
directly in an Ethernet wire. This will enable you to come into our show with a clear platform, show your business. We can also do that at your CBD store so people can take a look around, and this way we're not sending our crew out and you're already there. We've got endocannabinoid man standing there, person.
We call him Endo.
Endo.
And Chelsea, this is her husband.
Chelsea, that's
Quote,
not my
unquote.
Chelsea, your Chelsea.
Yeah.
Your
Our
CBD store,
Chelsea.
your Chelsea.
Hey, I'd like to clear one thing up, and a big misconception seems to be, because we have people calling the store wanting to know if they need a card to come buy from our store.
Or a prescription.
Or a prescription. And we are not a dispensary, which means that everything, you don't need a prescription or a card to come into your CBD store. Our CBD store is a little different than what most people would expect when they walk into a CBD store. And I'm not bashing the other stores by no means. Ours is not a head shop, not a head shop atmosphere. It is more of a day spa where you can
Boutique.
come in and get, like we said, educated. It's very clean, very professional, very welcoming. And it's not only the type of place that you'll come back to, but it's the type of place that you can feel very comfortable bringing your friends or family back to also. So a big misconception is, do we need a card to come? No, you don't need a card. to
No,
come
and
into
each one of our stores has a consultation area as well. And I know that people aren't getting out right now and going to the stores to get their consultations, but we are doing free phone consultations. We're doing free delivery within 15 miles, and with 4 stores,
You're pretty covered.
we're pretty covered there, and we're also doing free delivery by mail. And if you choose that you want the delivery to be no contact, I mean, we can leave it on the porch, knock on the door, and walk away. You know, we want to do what makes everybody comfortable, but we do understand that we have customers that are on a CBD regimen, and they don't want that gap. You know, so they also
Well, I'm thinking
need
you
to get the
actually
product.
fall under the essentials of a pharmacy, people who are on this for their health.
Right.
And this is what they need for whether it be anxiety, or they're using it for anti-inflammatory, whatever people use it for different things.
Right.
And you're delivering. And I love on the business side of it that you're doing a workaround. You're making it work for your customers without extra charge.
Exactly.
Our consultations are always free, so it's not like something we're doing now. We always, you can come in and spend 2 hours in our store. My whole staff is more than willing to sit down and educate you, whether you buy our product or not. The consultation is something that you really should sit through.
Knowledge
And
is key.
Knowledge is key. And our consultations, like me with the 55 and older communities, to the point where they're calling me now and saying, Jerry, will you come down and educate our group? And not only do I come down and educate our group, I make fun of it. Me and my son will bring coffee and donuts and free samples and do a nice educational clinic for free and educate people on what CBD truly is about. I've seen a drastic change in the last year, which tells me in the next year and then the year after, it's just going to be very commonplace. And as they get educated.
And I want to touch base because I just looked at the phone as to some of the things that are going on, and I think that the anxiety level that's happening right now, there are some things that the government right now is trying to keep a hold of the panic. I think that anxiety level, panic. there are
Panic that
people-
they're creating?
Well,
I don't know.
there are people removing monies from the banking system because they think the banking system is going out. And what they're doing is they're creating a financial havoc for no reason. They're not thinking the longer spectrum here. All they're thinking about is surviving today
Right.
without thinking about tomorrow. You know, if you shut the system down, and we've always said this, if all of us got together and took all of our monies out of the bank at the same time, you would shut the country down.
Total devastation.
They would have to impose stuff with the military to stop it because you're ruining the government, you're ruining the country. You don't get it. Everything here is attached to everything else. Anxiety. Let's get back to anxiety. I want people to understand that they have an opportunity here to try to do something so they can chill a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be raising it and getting to a certain level that is unfortunate. And I want you to talk a little bit about what is available for anxiety right now.
So our endocannabinoid system, my favorite phrase is, and it sounds, it even sounds great. What CBD does is it helps put our endocannabinoid system into homeostasis. So it levels us out. It helps with our serotonin levels that is, our stress and anxiety and our ups and downs throughout the day, and it, inflammation that causes the pain in our body. And, I don't hate to keep saying it because knowledge is key. If people would just get educated about CBD and the benefits of CBD and the alternatives to the prescription drugs and the opioids and even the over-the-counter medicine. At our house, we don't take an aspirin anymore. We eat a gummy. That's what we do.
It's so funny. I'm looking at you and I'm thinking what this week has been like and how everyone's in this utter state of anxiety and panic. And I'm looking at you guys going, wow, it's such a pleasure to have you in here because look how joyful you are. Now I'm realizing why, they're so joyful because they're not having anxiety right now.
But that's the key. And I think
right?
that it helps you pick what you're going to be doing, saying. I mean, you were able to do a show today. They look fine. You look like there's no anxiety going on in your world right now.
Well, we don't have a Tylenol system in us.
No. We
Okay?
don't.
We
We have
have
an
a
endocannabinoid system.
Well, so what are the different
That's what we
colors?
have.
You've got CB1 and CB2.
Okay, so these are the receptors that are in our bodies. So the CBD1 receptors are,
Stand up, please.
that are clustered mostly from the neck up. So, and the CB2 receptors are mostly in our gut area. So
The CB1 receptors are good for the brain and the central nervous system. ADD, ADHD, depression, anxiety. That's your nervous system. That's your mind. So they say that the CB1 receptors from your mind up
neck up?
control most of go ahead, make up.
No, from your neck up.
Check up from your neck up. That's what them receptors are going to be, like your oils, your tinctures, that will help you with a monotone. And I use the Neuro, which is, again, a specific product for our company that really balances me out, keeps me on an even keel, and once a day is what I do. The CB2 receptor cells are like for your immune system, gastro problems, internal problems, maybe in your stomach, issues like that. If you're getting heartburn, if serious stomach issues of whatever kind, that's where your CB2 receptors are.
Let me ask you this. There's different receptors, and you've got different products. You've talked about the tinctures, the oils, the creams. Are there different products to target those different receptors?
Yes.
So I see the CB1 on the feet. So I'm thinking of Freddie and your neuropathy. Would that be a different product for this than, say, my gut, where there's a CB2?
It isn't that there are different products for different receptors, like we talked in the last show. It's all about how you choose to ingest it. Okay. And once again, do you want to be proactive or you want to be reactive? So proactive is going to be a daily regimen of an oil, a capsule, water soluble, things like that. And being reactive is going to be our topical cream.
Correct.
Putting something on a targeted pain.
Or a gummy.
And then we also have our gummies and our vape line, which are amazing for the in-between. They're
Supplement.
Yeah, they're a supplement to a daily regimen. I have a headache, just like I said a minute ago, or, I have trouble sleeping. Okay, great. Then it just kind of depends, once again, on how you want to ingest it. Because there are a lot of people that don't want to vape. I could tell you that our vapes are all ceramic. They're all organic. There's no additives. There's no chemicals. And there you go again. I have a lab report. Have the little QR code on the back of each one of them that you can zap, and you can see exactly what's in it. So you know what you're putting in your body. But some people don't want to vape, so then we have the edible line for them. The company has tried to adapt to everybody's lifestyle so that it's easy. It's however you want to take it. Having said that, in the next couple of weeks, and including the product that we have coming out that'll be on the shelves on Saturday, you're going to see your CBD store and SunMed come out with products that are specific to cannabinoids, and those cannabinoids each have a specialty.
So you're seeing a change in your product line because of
crazy.
this?
We know right now that there is a dramatic change, not to change the product line, but a dramatic
Additional.
coming to our products.
They're constantly adding new products. SunMed, their scientists and doctors, there's a whole entire staff of people that are constantly researching and creating and doing things so that our business, our stores, stay a step ahead of the rest of them.
But this is what separates you from everybody else.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
and that's
exactly.
how we want to be known. That's how our whole company wants to be known, as the CBD provider, not only for America, because right now we are stepping into Brazil, and we are stepping into the European market right now. And if anybody knows anything about CBD, Brazil was totally taboo, didn't want to hear anything about it. And with the research that our company has done, and the Brazilian government finally going to welcome CBD, not only going to just welcome, they're just going to welcome your CBD store.
Right.
Because we are truly a step ahead. And,
Are you able to ship to another state?
We
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
So if someone calls you and they live, say, in South Carolina, you can ship it from Florida to South Carolina.
Totally legal in every state.
However, there are some products that are illegal in some states. So I can't, if they were to call me and ask me to ship them the flower into a state where it is not legal, then no, then I couldn't. There are some states that CBD vapes are not legal, or the edibles. So
you got to call to get information.
I'm sorry?
You got to call to get the information.
Yes, for sure.
And what is that phone number?
I like that.
So our Boynton store is 561-419-7101. The Singer Island store, 561-812-2804.
Our Boca store is 561-672-7181. And Pembroke?
I'd have to look in my phone because
You own too many darn stores.
no, that's our newest baby,
The one in Pembroke.
and it hasn't quite stuck in my head yet. Used to be, I don't know, maybe I need some more focus, CBD.
Well, the amazing thing is, if you want to go someplace and not panic, you can go there and have a conversation. What I love about what they do is they don't just say, here, try this. Here, take that. They don't do that. They sit down, they try to figure out what's going on with your whole system. I mean, look at this thing. And then they go from there. And then you'll decide together what it is that's going to be most effective. And I'm going to tell you how important it is. Dawn is very sensitive to
Life.
CBDs at all.
Yes.
I mean, there was a product that was brought in here, and it gave you a rash.
Yes.
Remember that? And then she had to ask them.
Do you remember I even had to put a bracelet on?
I remember.
People wanted me to rep a line of jewelry, and I put it on, and I got from Delray down to Boca, and I said to Freddie, look at my arm. I had a rash all over my arm. So sensitive to everything, and everyone's going to laugh. When you get this flower, I want to try it because I've tried everything else, and it doesn't have sugars. It's got to be better if you're worried about sugar. There's no preserve. It is what it is, and it's raw, basic.
But I want to before
CBG.
before you take the CBG, I want to find out if there's something she could take topical
Uh-huh.
to make sure that you don't get allergic. Dawn has a bad stomach.
She's got
Period.
sounds like a bad stomach and serious skin relationship.
Well, I'm just
a,
sensitive.
She is a giant vat of sensitivity.
Can you just wrap me in bubble wrap and roll me to their
No,
store,
because you'll be
please?
allergic to the bubble
That's
wrap.
funny. My brother
allergic
used
to
to
the-
say that all the time. I'm going to wrap you in bubble wrap and carry you in a backpack on my back.
That's exactly
what
what
he
you
would
need
tell
to do.
me.
Just deliver me to their store. We're good to
Yeah.
go.
Except she's allergic to the bubble
The latex
wrap.
and the bubble wrap.
latex.
Exactly.
Can't take that either. But then she sees I can take virtually anything. Now, there was one CBD product that was brought to me, and I tried it on my hands and my feet. Remember
You got
that?
a rash.
My God, I almost ran to the hospital because I got this rash of dots.
It looked like petechiae, and it just grew. Every
looked like
place.
what?
Petechiae.
The hell
All
is that?
CBD is not the same.
No.
It is
It's not.
not.
It is not.
It is not
You know, the
same.
things that you need to look for, one is organic. Is it grown in the United States? Ours is grown in Colorado, Montana.
And there,
I
And
can
there.
hear,
Yeah,
I can
that
hear,
place.
in that place.
I can hear my daughter yelling. I just rattled it off in the last show. Isn't that
Yes.
terrible?
Oh, you see that? That's because you wasted
She
that
needs some more CBD is what she needs.
I guess.
And
so-
also what they add into it, which is what I got educated on. I found out that everybody starts out with the same, and you got this much, and then they put in filler
Yeah.
to get that much.
You know, and it's crazy to me because we have people that'll come in and they have this 4,000 milligram bottle, and I pull up the lab report.
And you'll be lucky to get 1,000.
You don't get 1,000.
It's crazy to me. I wouldn't even, the highest that we have is a 100 milligram dose per day. And there are very few instances that I would even suggest that to one of my customers. Like, it's all about starting low and slow. Everybody's body's different. Your metabolism is different. Your fat intake is different. Everybody, so it's not like the Tylenol bottle that it says that you take 2 every 4 hours. It doesn't work like that. You have to start low and slow. You know, these other companies are starting you way up here.
Because it's all about the buck.
They
Right,
want
and
you
see,
to
that's
use
not
the
what we're,
product.
I'm not,
To buy
we
more.
aren't just looking to sell you a product. Just to give you a little bit of insight. When my husband decided that he wanted to retire from his career of 35 years, I was like, oh, cool, my turn. Although I did his career with him, loved it. So it's like, you know what, I'm gonna do something that I'm passionate about. So we started looking into the CBD stores, and the founder of this company has also been a friend of ours for 20 years. And we knew Marcus and Rachel, and we went to
Sarasota.
Sarasota, and we spent a couple days with them, and I spent a couple days in their store, and just really got to spend
One
some time
store
with
is
them.
all they had at the time.
Yes, Bradenton, the very first store.
I
It's
know it.
still the CBD store. So, and then Rachel told me about her story and how she got into CBD. And I was like, you know, I said to my husband, I said, you know, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. So we opened our first store in Boynton Beach last year, and a year ago this month. And then Boca in July. And then we purchased the Singer Island store in December. And then we just opened Pembroke Pines 3-4 weeks ago.
And Jerry, so
So-
how's that retirement going for you?
Say it again.
How's
sir?
retirement going for you? Because in a year you now have 4 stores.
It's funny because me and Marcus work for the same company, and a lot of the CBD owners of the stores now work for the same company
Prior.
and we figured we're going to get into the CBD, and it's going to be less work.
No, his retirement is going about like my stay-at-home mom job went.
But you know what? It's reinventing yourself and how the times are changing. And
Oh,
we
yeah,
talk
for
about
sure.
that a lot with businesses. We do a lot with women changing careers, different times in life. You were a stay-at-home mom. That was your career. And doing what you do. And now you're loving what you do. This
I
was
do.
your time, and now it's their time. And it just changes, the shift. The grandparents now, and the kids are part of the business, which is amazing.
Well, the other part of this deal is that you're entering into a field that they don't know how to handle its success.
True.
Right.
And they're afraid of getting it wrong. And they're afraid of people. That's why people manipulate the system and bring stuff that hurts everybody, because it shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't be able to buy CBD from the back of a car. Doesn't make any sense.
I'm excited about, maybe I'll bake some brownies this weekend.
There you go, Dawn.
With flour.
It's a flour. Take it easy.
She said I can put it on my brownies,
You
I can
can
put
do
it on my
anything you want. It has no
salad.
THC.
I know.
And I hate to correct my husband, but CBG is the uplifting, not the sleep. CBN
It does for him.
puts us to sleep.
You see that? You don't even know how you take it.
So,
CBD should not remove the rust from your bumper. This is what
True.
somebody wrote.
Exactly. It's
It
not
should
like
not remove the
Coca-Cola.
rust off your bumper.
So many options. Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, let's talk about some things that CBD might be able to, pick a word. I feel like I'm doing a Mad Lib. CBD might be able to ... Come on back from commercial break and we'll let you know. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're on TV now.
That's funny that she said.
isn't that great?
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We are here with your CBD store talking about different options, and I left it with a ... because I want to make sure that the verbiage is correct. So tell us what CBD, CBG, CBN can be used for.
It's all you.
CBD is a cannabinoid that our bodies naturally produce. So what our products are designed to do is help regulate the amount of cannabinoids that are in our body, which helps with our inflammation, serotonin levels.
See, we all produce CBD. Our bodies produce it. And some of us produce more or less than we should. your system should be able to produce at least 25 milligrams of CBD a day. Unfortunately, some of our systems start to forget what they're there to do. Our cannabinoid system drops the ball, I guess you would say. And what CBD does is wakes up your system and says, hey, I'm doing this job for you, and here's what you're supposed to be doing on your own, and you're sloughing on your duties. So when you take the CBD, it wakes up your system and reminds your system of what they were supposed to be doing and gets them to the point where they are doing that again. So people ask, a big question that people ask all the time, is it addictive? Quite the contrary. Because what happens is after your system gets woke up enough times and is reminded as to what they should be doing and haven't been doing, enough times of doing that, they start to wake themselves up and start doing it themselves. So when I say quite the contrary, you might take a full tincture of CBD today, and 3 months from now, you're taking a quarter tincture because your system is now doing what it was supposed to be doing because it's been reminded every day for the last 90 or 60 days to do it.
I find this so interesting because our bodies have the endocannabinoid system.
Yes.
We have the receptors to accept these products.
Yes.
It's like when you're going vegan or being on the caveman diet, whatever it is. You're going back to what your body knows how to process. I think it's part of what's going on right now in the universe. Mother Nature's saying, you know what, I can't process all this smog and pollution. And until you stop, here's a sign. It's getting back to what our bodies need to do. How much better do you feel now that you're not eating all that processed stuff?
Fantastic.
Totally
Fantastic.
different, right?
Totally different.
Have you changed what you take medication-wise on your diabetes or anything?
I'm off my insulin, and I'm off a lot of stuff, and I'm just taking, you got to be careful when you're vegan about your iron and things of that nature. So I've had to take more of that to make sure that's all good. But it's interesting what they're talking about because, and I know that we have to be careful with compliance and things of that nature. When I fell off my bike, because I told Dawn, don't fall, and I fell, and I cracked this elbow, and I couldn't extend my elbow, that's my elbow. It's not your elbow, it's not yours, it's mine. And it hurt, okay? So when I put it on there that I can expand it, people wrote in, if you put Bengate on it, the ligaments will stretch out, what you got is tight ligaments. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But not that the consistency of what this stuff did for my elbow.
This was 2 years ago. You're still in pain.
Of course I was in pain.
No, I mean, but now, you did this 2 years ago.
Yes.
You're still in pain.
Until I tried this cream.
Correct.
And all of a sudden, it's not there. Now, my elbow used to lock up because there's calcium deposits and
He'd
everything.
go to pick it. We call it the dad bag. See the
couldn't
big
pick-
black bag on the floor?
I couldn't pick it up.
He couldn't pick the dad bag up because it must weigh like 30 pounds.
You know?
Couldn't
Leave
pick
one
it
on
up.
wheels.
But now,
But
There we
now, it isn't a problem. So it's not I'm trying to sell cream. It's not that I'm trying to sell their product. What I'm selling you is no pain. Now, does it mean it's going to remove every pain in the world? No.
No.
It's not. Do I put it? Now, it's funny because some people around me will say, it doesn't work. But I see them dippy-doody in my jar and then put it on there and say, can you rub this in? Why?
Yeah, if it
Why?
doesn't work.
It didn't work because it does work.
and it smells so good. But one of our producers' dad is in the age limit where he's self-quarantined for safety. But he really, really wants to try your products. But he doesn't want anyone to go to the store without him. So they're in this whole he wants to talk to you. But now he can, right? He can call you and you'll do
Oh,
a
absolutely.
consultation
For
over
sure.
the phone. So he can
Absolutely.
be a part of it. Because he says, I want to share with them what I need. I don't want you telling them. I want to
No.
tell them myself.
Right. I mean, we would be happy. Anybody that wants to call the store and get a free phone consultation. I mean, even for those of you that want to FaceTime us, just call the store. We'll give you our cell phone number.
What's the phone number?
And we'll walk around the store like we normally would. The Boynton number is 561-419-7101. Singer Island is 561-812-2804.
Boca is 561-672-7181.
And I'm going to Here's
You know,
Pembroke.
it's funny, Freddie, because you just said how you found them digging in your bag.
Yes.
As recently as yesterday, we had a girl come in last week, and we're doing the free sample. We got a nice little
We have a sample station.
sample station where people can come in and sample all of our products. And she came in last week 2 or 3 times, her and her husband, and he had some targeted discomfort. So we gave him a few of the samples and putting it on. And she comes in yesterday and says, well, my husband said he don't think it's working.
Can I
Can
get some more?
samples? I looked at my wife, she looked
Welcome
at
to
me.
Boca.
And we
That's
started
hilarious.
laughing. We both just, I laughed at her. I says,
It's like going to Costco. We don't really like that food right there, but
Can
you
I
know
have
what?
some
Can I
more?
have some more?
Yeah.
Try it again.
Okay, honey, what do you want to do for lunch today? Let's go for Costco's samples.
Exactly. That's hilarious.
I know. I was so disappointed when I walked in and they didn't have no more samples.
You were. That's what made me think of it. You said there's no more samples at Costco. I
Yeah.
know.
I used to go to Weight Watchers, and I used to tell people at Weight Watchers, do not go to Costco. You can gain 20 pounds walking through Costco through the samples. You got to know what you're... But again, it's about the information. Even
It
the
is.
samples, right? You got all these wonderful samples, and you want to try them all. Take the consultation first.
Absolutely. It's like our beauty line. It just won an award at the CBD Expo, and we didn't have it on our sample station. And it was like, what are we doing? Like, people want to touch it. They want to feel it. They want to see what does it smell like?
What does it
You
feel
know,
like?
what does
Is
it
it
feel like on my
greasy?
skin? Is it greasy? Is it, they want to do more than just look at the labels.
I can tell you this is not greasy and it smells
It's
like
not.
cucumber.
It's
Is it
delicious.
cucumber mint? It's cute. I don't know. It smells
It
so good.
is.
I hid that for a while, and now it's on the set.
Did you see me just trying to get it? I go, how did you get it out? I don't know if there's anything left in
No,
here.
there isn't.
Because I'm sitting
I'm going
here
to bring you
going
one.
like
There
this.
is, there
I'll
is.
bring you a
Get it to the
big one that has a pump on it.
No, it's the best. And I'm going to tell you,
I love it.
the other wonderful thing about your product is that people actually, when they use it, you share it with a friend. You ever notice you always talk, and that's one of the issues, right? You always talk to people, or you put it on, and what is that? What is that smell? Oh, what is that? It's really good. That
Oh,
smells
here, let me
delicious.
give you some.
And I said, well, here, try some.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, it just disappears.
Can you imagine coming out with a CBD house cleaner? Kind of cool.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Disinfect.
So you could smell it
Let's
as you're
work on
cleaning
that.
the house, right? It
That
can
could be interesting.
Candles would
right.
be
If
great.
it goes through your neurosystem, think what you're smelling and what's your brain receptors. What could be like? That'd be kind of cool.
Well, there's no limit to what you guys are done.
No.
I saw it on your website, all the different products, and you got more stuff coming out.
Oh, yes.
Now you got charts. That's what I love. You guys explain it. You want to learn to dance. You want to learn where your feet are going to go first.
I'm excited that next week, I hope, we're going to see what happens. But because you're an essential, we can actually even do it from where you are. We're going to do an online webinar, free
Yes.
education of your different products and walk through the different products so people can understand. They can see it. They can't taste it or smell it until they get a sample, but understand when they call you, they go, okay, I think I'd like this for this information, the bath bombs. What a great idea. Someone today said take a hot bath. You're talking about being clean all the time.
3 baths a day.
So you know
Our
what? Take a bath with one of the bath bombs,
are
right?
They're
amazing.
amazing.
Now,
They're
you don't have
100
CBD soap bar, do you?
Not
We
yet.
don't.
Well, you know what's going to happen when you get that. I'm all in.
The
I'm all
bath
in. And
bombs
make
are
it out of the
amazing,
clean.
though.
Oh, babe.
My son uses that, is it collagen or halogen?
Collagen.
Collagen. I don't use it, so. But my son uses the collagen cream. And up till recently has had a serious, I won't say serious, but a serious acne problem. And since he's been using the collagen cream, he has no more acne problem.
I know.
Interesting.
They came out with it. I take collagen in the pill form.
This is a
twice.
CBD collagen.
It is. We have a
Yes.
collagen cream, we have a nighttime, we have a daytime. So there are 3 different steps.
Skincare.
And I'm going to tell you, I think the CBD part of it just wakes up the body, as you were saying before, and things that the body has fallen asleep and it's not using it. So it wakes up the body, so the other things that you put into it, all of a sudden the body's more receptive.
Very true.
That's what
Exactly.
I found out with my elbow and my neuropathy now. And on Wednesday, her husband, who Dr. Dan, is hilarious. I mean, he's just a funny guy, and he is full of useful information about the body. He took me on the side, and you can ask him. He says, I want to talk to you about why your neuropathy, because he has neuropathy. Why your neuropathy feels better. That's the way his mind
He
works.
said he walks with a cane, a walking stick.
He does. And I said to him, I had it in my hand, and I said, you got to go talk to these people about this cream. I don't know what's in it, but my feet feel fantastic all of a sudden. So he looked at me, he says, are you sure? He says, Doc, I'm telling you, this is what I use. And if you look at my cream now, it's empty because everybody seems to feel the same way. It's
So we're
just
going to
true.
make the connection there. I'm sure they'd love to go
I
over
think
to
so
the
too.
Boca
And he
store.
has some good stuff going on too. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. Check it
What
out.
are your hours?
Our store hours right now are from 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday, and then we're open 11 to 5 on Sunday.
All right, check it
And
out.
also, you don't need a medical marijuana card.
No, no
Please
prescription,
understand that.
no card.
You don't need that. And come in for the free consult, and then they have the free stand. Now, you have the free stuff all over on
Every store.
Every store has a sample station.
But
so-
don't go from store to store.
Yeah.
No.
So you
don't
can
do
come
that.
in and try the water solubles. You can test the flavor of the tinctures to see which one you like better. The beauty line we have, and then we also have the body lotion on our sample tables as well. Oh, and the topical cream, of course.
Now, you know, I don't have a cup of coffee here every morning, she'll tell you, without the little dropper.
Right.
I mean,
I'm the same.
I take a whole dropper. I don't take a drop. I take the whole thing. Because I got to tell you something. It gets very stressful in this place.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because my co-host here, she waits until 2.3 seconds before we go on the air. She says, let's change the stage.
Oh, just wait.
I know, I already feel it. I'm going to go be dropping the dropper.
My son takes a full dropper, puts it in his Yeti cup, and sips on it all day.
And you
Full dropper.
feel, oh, Slick took a whole bag of gummies.
Did he?
He thought a bag was a serving size.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And he's sitting
I'm going to
there.
bring him some more.
And he's sitting there looking at him. And we call him Slick because he's like the cool cat. You know?
He was
yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
After he left your store, he came up, and next thing we know, Teddy and Slick, Teddy is cracking up in the middle of the show, and we're looking. We go to commercial break. She says, Tim, how many are you eating? He says, about 6.
The whole bag.
She says, why? He says, it's a serving size. She said, not the whole bag.
So you have
Not the
to
whole
bring
bag,
more
honey.
clearer instructions.
Yeah.
And he was super slick. He was like, cool cat. He was like, oh, yabba dabba do.
All right, let's go to commercial break. When we come back, let's talk about some options, what we can do this weekend. Let's put a positive spin on going into what we're going into for the weekend. Some new hope, some new outlooks. Your CBD store, 4 locations in the South Florida area to serve you. Check them out from Pembroke Pines, Boca, Boynton Beach, and Singer Island. If you need their exact contact information, let us know, or you can just Google them.
Very good.
Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great? Outstanding? Hi, my name is Ann Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. For our last segment this week, what a week is all I can tell you, Freddie.
I'm eating.
I know you are. Your
I'm hungry.
CBD store, we've got pizza from Manhattan Joe's, which is doing takeout and delivery. You can contact them. I also know that Pizza District down on Southwest 18th Street is open for delivery and takeout as well. So many places, even though we are sheltering in place, food, essentials, banks, grocery stores are open. Pet stores are open to get your pet food as well. So there are things that are open, just it's about being safe. Wear gloves, spray, whatever you need to do, but stay home as much as you can and enjoy the beautiful sunshine. Get out, put your feet in the ground, spend some time with your family. Mother Nature is certainly enjoying the break is all I can tell you. How's
I'm
that?
eating.
And you're eating. But it's all about, as we finish up this Friday, it has been a spectacular week. Freddie's eating. We had the pleasure and the honor of being on the morning show for the past 3 weeks at 9 a.m. Thank you to WWNN. We've had your CBD store on today. We're going to be having the Momentum Mindset show and the Verdict airing today as usual. However, they are doing it from the comforts of their separate homes and offices. So this is going to be a new way to figure out how we're doing this, but we're going to do a workaround and figure it out because everyone's message is important to share. If we can share some more hope and light, that is exactly what we're going to do. And with your, where's that Ethernet cord? And with your friendly Ethernet cord, you can look it up, an Ethernet cord, an Ethernet cable, get one. We can help share your message as well. You can do it from the comfort of your own home or office. A lot of options. The kids came on and they did 20/20 vision today. Getting to the millennials, getting to all these kids that are on spring break. Part of the reason we are doing this sheltering in place is because the spring breakers seem to be cohabitating a little bit too much than they should be at the moment. So you know what? It's time to be a little bit smarter and extend and reach out for the comfort and care of others as well, not just about yourself. When you're done eating, let me know, or I can just keep talking to myself. Slick, you have been amazing. Israel brought us a bag of fruit. We had your birthday yesterday. A lot going on, and I am staying 49 for another week, I see.
I'm eating.
I know. Almost done with that piece of pizza as well. A lot going on. No going to movies, but I'd love to hear some movie recommendations or streaming recommendations on Netflix or whatever platform it is. Get a good book. Let's do a book club.
Weren't you watching The Crown or something like that?
I finished it. I got to find something else to watch now.
How many episodes?
3 seasons.
Has the Walking Dead gone back into production?
Geez. Witcher? Witcher. All right. No, he doesn't. He can grab a mic. Witcher, he's saying. Teddy doesn't have one either, but I'd love to get some recommendations.
Witcher will be a good recommendation.
What is Witcher?
Watch it and see. It's based in the olden times. Basically,
About
it's
a
after a
game.
video game too, but it's based in like, you know, the Crown era. But
A lot of times
it's a
you do
nice.
some
It's a, what
binge
is it? It's a nice
Can I be
series.
honest? I have to be
What do you
honest
say?
with you.
What English
It's a
is
video
speaking?
game.
It's
back in olden times.
it was a video game first, and then it became.
Teddy said, "Bring her a mic, please."
I
Okay.
gotta give her a mic because your explanation sounds millennialistic.
My
I have to tell you,
explanations are
I'm not-
never good.
I'm not happy about the situation we're in.
I just love
But
The
you know what it's
Witcher.
like when you're on vacation and you wake up and you don't have to do anything?
No,
Do you ever go on vacation?
no.
There's no.
Teddy's gonna explain.
There's
What is
no-
Witcher?
The Witcher is a show. It's after there was a group of books and there was a video game, and now it's a show. It is based in, like Jean said, around the Crown time, kind of Game of Thrones times, and it is about a man who you call him the Witcher. That is his position, and I don't want to give away a lot of the show, but it is a group of people who are very discriminated against because of what they went through, and he hunts monsters for like apothecaries and wizards, and it goes into his whole life interacting with other characters and conspiracy theories against the crown. It's really great.
So this is.
Is it violent?
Yes, I do not recommend it if you don't like violence or fantasy.
Is this like with swords and stuff, like knights?
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want something.
What do you want?
He's so serious. Watch
Get
it.
another mic.
He's like, I'm so serious. Watch it.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Just watch the first episode, and if you don't like it, don't watch it again.
I want to see The Walking Dead.
No.
Okay.
Who wants to see zombies? It's the
Zombies.
Walking Dead outside right now.
Do you know I read?
That's true.
I
We're
read this.
in
The
a zombie
CBD,
apocalypse.
the CBD or the CBC?
CDC
CDC in Atlanta.
in Atlanta.
Has a section on zombieism.
He said everyone's walking dead outside right now. Pretty much they are.
I actually saw a pest control truck today when I was driving here, and on the back it said, get sort of like raccoons, bugs, hornets, zombies.
Nice. Leads you back to what I was saying this morning, doesn't it? I'm telling you.
I would like to produce a show called The Zombies.
Hard pass.
I bet Hector would be in.
He's King Zombie.
He's home working on a piece. And a huge, I can't even thank our essentials that have been with us every day this week. Hector, take care of your grandma. DJ, take care of yourself and your family. Everyone that's home, take care of your health. Jean and Teddy, thank you so much for being with us here every day from 8 a.m. until sometimes 8 p.m. at night.
Are we
you
leaving?
guys have gone above and beyond.
We're
We're about to
leaving?
get ready for another show, you told me.
All right, yeah, but I swallowed that pizza thinking we were going to be on the end. Are we leaving?
You told me you wanted to leave.
Okay.
You can keep chatting.
No, it's okay.
But we don't have to leave. I just wanted to say a huge thank you because you guys have gone above and beyond. And hopefully Monday we're going to be airing someplace from somewhere because it is our privilege and our duty to get information out to you, hopefully in a more hopeful manner than some other sources are sharing with
Hopefully
you.
in a hopeful manner.
Hopefully in a hopeful manner. I would like
I want
to
make a
put a light
comment
on
before
it.
we leave.
Okay.
The piano that your mother said she was sending over,
That was supposed to be here today.
that picture she sent me, I still have it engraved in my brain. And that is one of the most sensitive things I've ever seen in my life because it is grand, it is classy. And I was only kidding. You didn't have to bring it. I would have just settled for the picture, which I got yesterday.
You got the picture because
Which
it
is
was
really
going to
cool.
be here today, but in light of the situation, I wanted to keep my parents' house without any non-essential people in it until this passes.
So everybody stay home. Let's knock this thing out so I can get my freaking piano.
You get your piano. My goal is a Cinco de Mayo party.
If that's what I'm getting in
No,
May?
you're going to get it before then, but my goal is to let all of this
In May?
pass. No, you're going to get it before May.
Slick, can you get me a truck from Home Depot, please?
I'm going to get it for you before May. I promise you, you'll get it.
I mean, if it's still the apocalypse outside, yes. Like,
Are they? I heard that Home Depot is closing at 6.
yeah. They
So
closed
they
at
can
6 yesterday.
restock.
Yes.
You know what, everyone, when you're out and you're driving around town and you're at the stores and maybe there's lines and maybe there's not, you know what? Just spread a little more kindness to your neighbor. Offer them help. If something's on a top shelf like it often is for me and I'm climbing, please give me a hand. Help the kids. Help your neighbors. Just be friendly. Reach out. Call somebody. Not only text, pick up a phone, call your neighbor, knock on their door and just say hi. Don't go in. But it's all about being kind, neighborly. Let's give our environment a chance to heal. This way we can all come back a little bit stronger together.
Oh, good.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe, be kind to each other. Most of all, wash your hands.
That's right. Take a bath 3 times a day. And remember, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.